How old were you at that time, Frankie?
I was about 19 years old, I guess.
If you hear
19.
If you hear anything metallic here, it's him biting on his pipe. You can't get him apart. But that's all right. No smoking allowed in the studio. Go right ahead there, Mr. Sinatra. Now, look, go ahead.
And that's right. I got a little homesick, and I came home.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next best thing I thought to do would be to get on the air and do a lot of radio work, sustaining work, which is a very essential thing as far as a young singer is concerned. And I ran into a fellow named Jay Stanley.
Yeah, it seems to me we've heard of Mr. Jay Stanley, who is the musical director over here at WAAT. And well, what happened when you ran into him?
Well, we became very friendly. And, well, Jay was he was very fatherly about everything, and I listened to him a whole lot. And he taught me a lot of things, and we worked together for some time here at WAAT.
And you had yourself a spot here on the
yes,
station?
a number of times a week. And we had a lot of fun on those programs. They weren't always good, but we had a lot of fun.
Well, all right, carry on, Mr. Sinatra. And then what happened?
Well, and then I started to branch off from some other stations around the metropolitan area. And then I wound up getting a job with a band, which was something that I was aiming for all the time.
Why? Why did you think singing with a band would be so swell?
Well, I realized that the fundamentals of commercial radio for a singer usually begin in a dance band.
Well, you really got the right idea.
And I hope I have, because that's my aim.
All right, go ahead.
And I worked up at the Rustic Cabin plug.
Yeah, why not? Let's see, that's up there at Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey.
Englewood Cliffs,
Super plug.
Right. And, well, I was there about a year and a half, I believe, a year and a half, 2 years. And Harry James had formed his band about that time, about the beginning of the year, 1939, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And he had his band together for about 6 months. And he had been listening to me for some time, so he told me after I joined his band. And he came in one night and offered me a job.
No kidding, just like that?
Just like that.
And what'd you say?
Well, naturally, I accepted.
No
arguing about that.
No arguing, huh? Well, then what happened? Let's
well, I went along with Harry for about 6 months. I signed a contract with him for a year, and within 6 months' time, I ran into a fellow named Tommy Dorsey.
Oh, now the plot thickens, huh?
Now it really gets.
Well, now look, let me cover a little ground with you there. In the course of making some records with Harry James, seems to me you made one called All or Nothing at All.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
That was about a year ago, a little more than a year ago.
It might interest you to know that All or Nothing at All, recorded by Harry James with Frank Sinatra on the vocals, is still one of the top requests around here, and looks like it isn't going to let up for a long time to come.
Well, I hope not, because I like the song. I know the boys that wrote it, and I think they did a swell job with the tune, and well, we had a beautiful arrangement, and it was a good band, so there's nothing much for me to do except just merely sing it.
Well, you make it sound easy, but I'm going to let you off at that. Look, when you met Tommy Dorsey, then things really began to pop, huh?
Well, yes, he offered me a job with the band, and, well, I kind of thought that I had reached a criterion in dance bands because, well, I think I can freely speak for every singer in the country today who has any sense of value concerning bands, that is, that everyone wanted to sing with Dorsey, and I think some of them today still would like to sing with Tommy.
In other words, you think you were occupying a pretty fortunate spot?
I think I was very fortunate in attaining the job with Tommy. And another thing I don't want to forget to say is that Harry James was very nice in letting me go because he had first choice. I mean, he had an option contract we had signed together.